What's up, everybody? It has been a long time since I posted on this channel, and I figured it's time that I finally post an update because I know a lot of people kind of have no idea where I went, and I've been getting a lot of comments on the channel recently about how I just kind of dipped after I said I was quitting my job to pursue YouTube full time. And then I just pretty much didn't upload for 12 months. So here we go. You see, when I quit my job, it wasn't this channel that was the reason for me being able to do that. It was because of my second channel, NalterDeeds, which is also my business, where I focus on trading card content. I sell packs of cards on my website, and people can buy them. And then I open them on a live stream and send you the cards after the fact. And I've built this whole community kind of around that, and it's gone really well. And that is why I made the jump. I saw this window of opportunity where when I was doing that kind of on the side, it was going well enough. And if I were to give more time to it, it was potentially something I could do full time. And so that's what I did. And I thought for a long time that I'd be able to manage both this main channel, NalterDeeds, and that channel, NalterCards. But it quickly, for a number of reasons, became the case that I just wasn't going to be able to do that. And the main reason being that NalterCards was going so well. The month that I quit was my largest month ever in terms of sales on that channel. And that's not necessarily surprising, but then the month after that, I did triple that number. And then in December, I did 4 times what I did in that first month that I quit. And so it was kind of just this opportunity I needed to take and dedicate as much time to as possible when I was still feeling very lost about what I wanted to do on the main channel. I just knew that I wanted to keep them separate. For those that don't know, the reason that I separated my cards channel from my main channel was simply because the people that were subscribed to my main channel from the Mr. Beast shout out didn't really care much for card content, and I don't necessarily blame them. I don't think that there's hardly anything that I could post that people would immediately love. And so rather than trying to figure out what I wanted to do on that channel or continually post card content to an audience that wasn't necessarily interested in it, I just wanted to start over on a new channel. I do a lot of live streaming as well, and so I didn't really make sense to me to try and keep doing live streams on a channel where people were getting notified constantly and they didn't care about the content, they didn't know who I was. I wanted to separate it so I could focus on that thing, and it was the right decision. And since those initial successful months, things have continued to do well. Although there have definitely been some ups and downs throughout the year, just thanks to the economy and thanks to the interest in cards. Definitely something that is just going to go up and down over time, and that's totally okay. And I've gotten to meet a lot of really cool people, both virtually and online. I've been able to travel across the country for a few different events in the collecting space, and during that time I've been able to meet multiple people from my community that have been on my streams and actually share a meal with them, rip some packs with them, and so on, and it's been amazing. And most importantly, NalterCards has just given me the freedom to do what I want to do with my time. And that is both scary and daunting, but also incredibly exciting, and it's something that is evolving over time. And it's allowed me to be able to have time flexibility so that when my wife, who is in veterinary school in her last year, when she has time, I can spend time with her, because there's other times a day when she's going to be busy, and then I know that that's my time where I can go and work on my thing. So having that level of flexibility so I can take care of my dogs, be with her, and do some of the other things that I care about, and kind of get back to what I wanted to be doing this whole time, which was to be my own thing, do my own thing. And I think I've successfully done that now that it's been a year, and it's just the beginning. But if you can make it a year, I think you can make it forever. You just got to keep going. And not only that, I think I really needed some time away from the entire shout out situation. I think that it really became my identity for a while. And I was so focused on how to take advantage of the opportunity, and I was so focused on trying to meet Mr. Beast or be the next whatever. And I think that took away from the entire point of what I wanted to be doing. And so I think kind of just taking a break from that side of who I was has been good for me. And it's ultimately part of my history, ultimately still a great thing. But I was not trying to be a content creator when it happened. I was not trying to be a business owner when it happened. I was just kind of doing my thing. And I lost sight of that in the process. So hitting reset was what was best for me. In addition to NalterCards, I've actually been working on a few other little side projects throughout the year. back in May, I was asked by a friend of mine if I would have interest in being the host for a new TV concept that we are calling Fun Across America. That is kind of like a different version of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, but for the family entertainment center industry. So amusement parks, attractions, places like that, where we're going to be going across the country highlighting different places like this, big and small, that are just really cool places to go and have fun, that are doing things in their own unique way. And so we've filmed at a few locations. We are in the editing process. Right now, our sizzle reel is actually being pitched to a couple of different TV studios. I don't really know where that's going to go. It might not go anywhere. But regardless, we're going to launch it as a YouTube series in the coming weeks. So if you're interested in that, the link to subscribe is in the description below. And most recently in August, I actually just signed the lease for a office space here in Minneapolis. Basically, I was sick of working in my basement, mostly in this room for the last year, mostly by myself. My wife is not even home anymore. She's at school pretty much all the time, so it was just me and my dogs. And while it's been great in being able to be home, I'm definitely a people person, and I just think that it's healthy to be around other people. And so I sought out to figure out how I can make that work. So I've got a couple of other friends of mine that are creators, whether that be full-time or part-time. And I reached out to them and I was like, hey, what do you think about potentially going in on a shared space where we could all kind of come together, work on our own thing, but still have people around us, just so we can like chat and whatever, have the benefits of being in an office, but also being able to potentially collab and provide insight to each other, and people are interested. So basically within like a month of us making that decision, we found a spot that really just fell in our lap and it's perfect. And we moved in. And so I've been doing a lot of my editing and I've been doing my shipping for Nalter Cards out of this space. And it's been really good for me mentally. And honestly, I'm excited about the potential for what it can become in and of itself. Bringing more and more creators together, because honestly, I just feel like the creative process is really tough when you are by yourself, and some people are probably better at it than others, but having those people around you and just things going on, I think is good for the soul, and I'm excited for what that could be. And honestly, I haven't really seen anybody do this concept, at least here in this area. Obviously, there's a WeWork, and there's other co-working spaces like that, but I don't feel like these are really conducive to the content creation process and just the string of things that come with that. And then there's content creator houses, but I'm 28, I'm married, I've got 2 dogs, and I'm not really ready to move in to another house with other creators. I just feel like that's not the stage of life that I'm in. So I think that this is going to be kind of the best of both worlds, and who knows what's going to come from it. And I promise that you will see this space soon, because this is my official announcement that I am back on this channel. And while I still don't know exactly what I want to be doing with it, I am at least going to document the process of figuring it out. Till next time, everybody.